What's up? What's up, people? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody. It feels good to be back online. It feels good to be back in the YouTube space. For those of you here, just go ahead, drop a comment. Let me know that you're here. Let me know that you're in the building. And I'm just going to share this. And if you haven't already, go ahead, like this video and share it as well. And if you're not, then subscribe. We are live. We are live. So again, Happy New Year. I appreciate those of y'all who came in today. We are celebrating a special moment for me, special to me anyway. And this is my 100th upload. Did I say it right? Yeah, 100th upload. Hi, Tristan. What's up, sir? How you doing, sir? How was your New Year? But yes, we are celebrating my 100th upload. It honestly just took me by surprise how close I think I noticed somewhere around the 90 video mark, and it surprised me how close I was to 100. But I had certain ideas and certain things planned out for how I wanted to do it, but of course, life happens, and things don't always plan out the way you want them to. But at the same time, I made it to 100, so I'm definitely excited about that. I started my YouTube journey in July of 2019, and I started it with my YouTube series, the Christian Creative. The Christian Creative was it was a series that I had where I was highlighting, promoting, encouraging Christian creativity. It's not to say that non-Christians aren't creative, because they most definitely are. But I feel like there's already a spotlight for people who are creative, and I just want to put a spotlight on Christian creativity. So that was the thought process and the belief behind that. And I just, hey Maurice, I just went hard with it, doing the Christian Creative. I did a total of 34 interviews. One of them was myself. I did this little quick video just to, do a little recap of what I did for the Christian Creative.
Hey, I'm Matt Kim.
Vandy Bernard.
Artisan Muhammad.
Harry Pendleton. Maddie Ray. Jasmine.
Emmanuel Williams.
Ashley.
Kelvin Till Jr.
Roxy.
Doward, aka Prominence.
Marsha Martin.
Maurice Jones. Jordan.
Zaya
T. Jazzy the Great.
Aurelia.
Tyra.
Adrita.
Vaughn.
And I'm LaDine.
That's Virginia.
That's Tina.
Ariel Elizabeth.
Levon.
Charity.
Jen.
Tony.
Tasha.
Michaela.
Morgana.
Santana.
Mike.
Caitlin.
And I am a Christian creative. So yeah, so that is the Christian Creative. Bring back season 3. Vaughn Sanders, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Bring back season 3 of the Christian Creative. It's definitely an idea, but I have to be strategic with how I do it, because I always wanted to do the Christian Creative in person. I really feel like it's more intimate that way, and that's just that's my belief behind it. I know with technology nowadays you can do it differently, but I still have to figure out a strategic way to do it. But I'll figure that out, and we'll go from there. Again, Vaughn, thank you. I appreciate you. You don't gotta call me. I call everybody sir. For me, sir is just it's a sign of respect. So it's not me, being disrespectful at all. It's just it's a sign of respect. So older people, younger people, it's just all a sign of respect when if I call you sir or ma'am. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. um, 2022, hopefully we can bring the Christian Creative back. We will see what happens. Most importantly, just be something I have to pray about, and we'll see what happens from there. But I definitely, would love to bring that back. Joe, my man, Joe, I appreciate you, man. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And thank you. This was actually a Christmas gift for me a couple of years back. Everybody loves the hat. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Millennial Dad. I appreciate that. But yes, the Christian Creative was a series I started some years ago in July 2019. I started it again with the purpose of highlighting and putting a spotlight on Christian creativity while also encouraging those who believe they weren't creative. It was the foundation of my YouTube channel, and everything was like, all the questions that I did up until a certain point were all like, just the same questions. They were same generic questions. I don't say generic questions because they were thought out, but I asked everybody a set, list of questions until I interviewed this girl named Jen. And while I was interviewing her, she started sharing her testimony of how she became free from addiction. And from that moment forward, I realized that these interviews can no longer be based on a set list of questions that I have. It now has to be based on how I feel the Spirit lead. And that for me, like, it's still my favorite interview that I've done. And I feel like it just changed the trajectory of everything that I do for my channel. And I did a total of 34 interviews. Millennial Dad, that Danny does. When you become a dad, you will learn that you do not get to sleep as nearly as much as you like, but dads still sleep more than moms, which, yeah, moms don't get as much sleep as dads, and that's just because, babies need moms more than dad through the night. Well, depend on how your child is. So, Danny, I understand. Sleep is overrated. But yes, so the thing that put a halt to the Christian Creative was honestly the pandemic. Again, I was meeting with people in person to do the interviews, and once the pandemic happened, it was like, well, dang, I can't do these anymore. And this is the beginning of the pandemic, when we really didn't know what was going on. You just had to be, very strategic for how you moved and, where you went and what you did. So I was like, I can't do this anymore. So that kind of shifted, what I was going to do. And I was like, well, I still want to do YouTube. And it gave me the idea to do my series, Stories of My Life. And Stories of My Life was just, me sharing the things sharing stories of what I've been through. Some of them were funny, and then the rest of them were just like, this is what I went through with this situation, and this is how, God brought me out of it. So, out of 100 videos, 34 are Christian Creative, and then 12 are Stories of My Life. And then I actually tried shorts for the first time. I'm very anti-shorts on YouTube, and I said that I was never going to do a short, but I caved and I did it. I did a few for Christmas, and I guess they turned out okay. I'm still not really big on it, but it's probably something that I should do, going forward. I see that there's an avenue for it. I know Vaughn has been killing it lately with the shorts, as well as Maurice has been killing it with the shorts as well. So, shout out to y'all for doing it. I'm just trying to follow in y'all's footsteps. But yeah, throughout the time leading up to the 100th upload, I did have a lot of inconsistencies. There were times where, I would take months break without recording, without doing anything, or without uploading, and then try to come back to it, or like I'm back for 2 weeks, and then I'm taking another break. But all that being said, 2021 was my most consistent year. Um, uh, it was my most consistent year. I leading into 2021, I think I had like 41 videos, and then whatever 99 minus 41 is, that's how many I had in 2021. So I'm definitely excited about that. Excited about how far I've come. One thing I'm excited about, I'm excited, but I also don't like at the same time, is there was a video that I had that I produced during the summer of 2020. And this video, I was like super, super, super excited about it. I was just being creative, going outside, and I was like, let me take this Coke and let me take this Pepsi can, let me see what I can come up with. And in my head, I was like, yo, this video is about to be dope. I added a bunch of glitch effects and everything like that. And I thought the video was fire. And I uploaded it, and it didn't do well, right? This is July of 2020. In 2021, this one Coke versus Pepsi video had, let me say this. In the first year, or the first 6 months of this video being released, it had only 12 views. 12 views. In 2021, this same video had 60,484 views. And it baffled my mind, and it was mind blowing. It's like, where are all these views coming from? I remember when I first saw that it was at like 2,000 and 3,000, I was like, yo, like, this is really exciting. And then it kept going up and up and up. And I was like, yo, this is like bananas. It's outrageous. And I was looking at the stats from it. I actually gained 98 subscribers just from that one video alone. But when I look back at it, like, I don't like the video. If I'm being honest, I want to take the video down. However, I know it's going to hurt my watch time. So I've chosen to leave it up because, again, it continues to draw traction to my channel, but it also leads people to my other videos. And by doing that, like, it leads people to other videos, and then that, again, it gains subscribers, and keeps them in. And I actually do have that video, and you all can tell me your thoughts. I'm going to share it with y'all. You can tell me what you think about this video. Again, I loved it when I first created it. I hate it now, but you can just tell me your thoughts. And I shot this in July 2020 with just 2 cans right outside the house. So that's it. That's all there is for the video. Hold on one second. So yeah, that's the video there. I knew that it wasn't a great video because nobody commented on it. Out of the 60,000, nobody commented. But again, it was something that drew. I obviously, did something right as far as my tags, because it drew people to my channel. But I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling it at all. Let me see what, I mean, you can say mental health is definitely important. So is sleep. Jeff propelled me to do. Man, I appreciate that, man. Look, every time you release a new instrumental, like I find myself like like trying to figure out, can I rap over this beat? You know, Tristan, absolutely right. YouTube algorithm is definitely huge. You definitely have to know how to maneuver it. I'm still trying to figure it out myself personally, but you know, uh, we getting there. You did. You asked me several times, like, what are you doing? What is going on? And man, all I can say is God. It's all God with that. Coke. You're right. We shouldn't have sodas, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. If you're gonna have a soda, go for Coke. Thank you, Tristan. I appreciate that. I maybe I'm hard on myself. I want to redo the video, but I'm trying to figure out how to redo it. So once I figure out a way to redo it, um, y'all will definitely be the first person to know. I'm Team Coke Zero if there are no other Cokes left. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Tristan, I have some ideas, some skit ideas that I have coming. Um, it's just a matter of timing, making the time for it. But oh, for the Coke and Pepsi, that's coming. That's coming. Um, um, yeah. So that's that. So that one video propelled my channel to over total. I have over 65,000 views. I think I have over 70,000 views if I'm not mistaken. But it's just that's why I say never give up on a video, because again, that video in the first 6, 7, 8 months, it only had 12 views, but now it's at 60,496 total views, and it continues to draw traction to my channel and continues, to gain subscribers. And again, like, so don't give up on a video. Just learning to have a routine and be consistent. And also pushing past how you feel. There's so many times as a creator where I just feel like, man, I don't feel like doing this today, or man, I got so much going on, or man, I can't do this because it's not perfect, and it's like we're our own worst critics. But I've learned, yes, do things in excellence, but not everything has to be perfect. It's okay if things don't line up the way you want them to. It's okay. Like, just continue to push past it. Like, there was a night one day last year where I recorded 3 videos back to back, and none of those videos got released. And the reason why they didn't get released is because it wasn't until after I recorded all 3 videos that I realized I had a piece of lint like up here on the side of my head, and subconsciously it's like, I can't do it. I can't release it. But now I'm like, who cares? If anything, just make a blooper out of it. Just point to it in the video. It's like, ding, like, see the lint in my head. Like, because if you point it out and make a funny out of it, then nobody else can criticize you for it. So that's that. Networking is so important. It is. I didn't realize how crucial networking was until last year for YouTube. But I've had the opportunity to be a part of three amazing YouTube groups. One which is on GroupMe. Somebody actually reached out to me, and I don't think that he's on now, but it's a guy who reached out to me on Instagram, and he found me through Clubhouse, and he reached out to me and was like, "Hey, I have this YouTube group that I just started. Just wondering if you want to be a part." Me, I'm thinking like, "Yo, this is spam. This ain't legit." And he sent me the information for it. I was like, I guess I'll, kind of tune in. And honestly, if it was not for that group, I don't know where I would be as far as this YouTube space goes. Because there was a lot I didn't know about YouTube before I joined that group. But there were so many people who were hungry and thirsty and wanted to grow on YouTube, that it helped me learn and grow. And I have just grown so much by being a part of that group. And then from there, coming across Truth and Media through Joe's wife, that was just another platform that helped me to grow on YouTube. And then I was actually thinking about starting my own Facebook group on for Christian YouTubers, and then I saw that there was one, so I was like, well, what is this? So I tapped into it, and then from there I was able to connect with many people and saw some of the people that I had seen from True Fam were on the Christian YouTubers. I was like, okay, so this must be some type of legit. So again, from each of those groups, I've gained quite a few subscribers. Not, I have gained quite a few subscribers, but what I'm meaning to say is I gained a great deal of knowledge, by being a part of these groups. So I wouldn't trade any of that. Networking is definitely very important in any space, whether it's through business, whether it's through friendships, whether it's through church, whatever. You need to network. And if you're thinking about taking YouTube serious, or you have a business, whatever, you need to network. You need to have those connections. There are so many connections that I have built based off of being connected to those YouTube groups. And there's so many people who I've seen connect through me, so you have to network with others. It goes back to what I said before about creating YouTube videos. You have to push past how you feel. I don't always want to do certain things when it comes to the groups, but I'm like, well, let me push past how I feel, and then in return I get blessed from it, or somebody gets blessed from one of my videos. So again, just push past how you feel, make those connections. Not everybody may be where you are, but you might not be where some of those other people are either. So encourage somebody who's trying to get to where you are, but also be encouraged by somebody who's in a position of where you want to be. Agreed. Our content isn't for us. Our content is for other people. Of course, we want to, make sure again that it's great quality, and that what we're doing is good. But what are we really doing it for? Jesus didn't go out and minister to people because it was for him. He did it for others. He did it so other people could be saved. And that's the same thing with our content. Our content isn't for us. Our content is to reach other people. I will say this: Clubhouse still be popping, but nobody that I knew used it still uses it regularly. So there's still a following on Clubhouse. It's just not for me. My man Vaughn, yes. I swear, just about every YouTube group that I've tapped into, or every person that I've come into a connection with of some sort, I've seen Vaughn in. So that lets you know networking is important. He knows how important it is. Yes, it is beyond pivotal. Like and not only is it pivotal, but like when networking is done right, like you see how God is in it. Joe is somebody that I've known since high school, and through Joe's Instagram, I saw him like advertising or promoting his wife. By him promoting his wife, I checked out his YouTube channel. By me checking out her YouTube channel, I learned so much, but I also saw her connect with Vaughn because she it was Yvonne, I don't know if you remember this, but when she did the critique of your video, like that was how I was first introduced to you and to your YouTube channel. And this was back when you had like 200, 300 something subscribers. And to see where you are now it's just amazing in itself. But all that to say, like, this is how important networking is. It takes one person to promote, to advertise, to mention somebody's name in order for other people to be like, oh, well, who is this? Or hey, what's going with that? That is how I got connected to her. And that is how, I got introduced to so many other wonderful YouTubers. Roxy. Hey, Roxy. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tapping in. I got some YouTube shout-outs, y'all. These are people who have been instrumental for me throughout my 2021. And my first YouTube shout-out, oh, it's funny because I did all these different things and I haven't been using them. I'm still learning. But my first YouTube shout-out is for a young guy by the name of DeMarcus. DeMarcus is the person I was telling y'all. Somebody randomly reached out to me about joining this YouTube group, and I didn't know, who this person was. And I was like, "What is this? What's going on?" And me joining this YouTube group is what helped change the trajectory of my channel going forward. If he doesn't reach out to me, then I don't join this YouTube group, and I mean, at some point I probably would have joined True Fam, but I still wouldn't know what I know today without this group. This dude invited me, and he's not even somebody who's big on the YouTube space, but he saw a need of, hey, let me, create a YouTube group because there are people who are hungry and thirsty for it. And when I joined this group, I think there were like 18 or less of us. And now there's like about 130 people who are on or who are in this group. So I can't thank him enough. He often will do prizes and things like that for people who are being committed to the group. And it's been almost a year that the group has been going. So I'm definitely excited about that, and I'm definitely happy about that. And again, I can't say enough about DeMarcus, but his YouTube channel is called The Visionaries Media. My next shout out is a guy by the name of Sean Purefoy. Sean Purefoy actually has two channels on YouTube. He has one called the Purefoy Family Channel, where he's doing a lot of vlogging with him and his family. They have a lot of dope content that you all should check out. And then he just created a new YouTube channel recently called The Sneaker Teacher. The Sneaker Teacher, where he talks about all his favorite kicks and whatnot. But Sean Purefoy, if you've been following my channel long, then you know that back in March of last year, I did March Madness. And it was literally a video. It's something like Vlogmas, where it's a video every day. It's a video every day throughout the month of March. And I had no desire to do March Madness at all. But, through him pushing me, and then my wife also saying, why not? That was like the motivation I needed. And I unfortunately didn't finish it because there was a prize with that. I did not finish it. But I think I only came like 3 or 4 videos short. But like that month, it drained me, but it also stretched me. I grew so much. I learned, so much from that. And, I did some of my favorite videos, just during that month of March. So I'm definitely very excited about that. And again, that's why I have to give a shout out to Sean Purefoy, to him and his family. He also, during that time was also hosting daily clubs on Clubhouse, where, much bigger YouTubers would come in and just, encourage and, give out free game on how to grow your YouTube channel. So again, that's, why I have to give him a shout out. My next person that I have to shout out is none other than Tiffany Bird Harrison, who I mentioned before. This is my man Joe, his wife. She's amazing. I first learned about her through Joe, and then just following her page, it's just been crazy to see like how much her channel um, has grown since I started subscribing to her. I think when I first subscribed, she had like 200, 250. No, I remember when she first got her first 250, and then now she has like 1,000 more than that. So it's crazy to see how far she's come in the YouTube space. But she has so much wisdom, so much knowledge that she gives out freely that is so beneficial to so many of us. And then she partnered with another guy named Chris E. Lewis, and them along with some others created a group called True Fan Media. And within this group, they have like they did a workshop in the early part of last year. It's just a safe space to create, to be critiqued, to have fun, and just be who you are. And again, if it wasn't for her and everything that she's done, I just again, I don't know where my channel would be. And she had a very powerful video series that she released. Joe, if you could just mention in the comments what it was. I forget what the name of that series was, but it was three episodes that she released, and they were really, really powerful. Like to the point where like I could just like feel the spirit on it, and like I had chills. Like that's how that's how good they were. Fear and Trembling. Yes, Fear and Trembling. Like her Fear and Trembling series that she had was powerful. So if you don't know who she is, if you aren't subscribed to her, again, check out Tiffany Burr Harrison on YouTube, and check out her the group that she does with Chris E. Lewis and some others called True Fan Media. My next person that I have as my shout out, I can't forget about him, is Mr. Vaughn Sanders himself. Hold on, my banner is loading. But yes, Vaughn Sanders. I used to always see Vaughn, but we had never, communicated. We didn't have any type of, conversation. It was, I saw him through Tiffany, and I would subscribe to him and I would comment on his stuff. And then I think by me commenting on his, he eventually subscribed to me. And then it was my struggle with pride video that I released last June. And Vaughn was like, yo, just hit me up when you get a chance. And like the relationship that I've built with Vaughn has been so beneficial, so fruitful, ever since we connected. And I just, I can't thank you enough. This is not said in a disrespectful way. It's not the YouTube channel. Your YouTube channel is amazing, but it's you as a person outside of the YouTube channel. Like that's how I've been blessed. And I really do appreciate you, because it's been your encouragement that has helped me and encouraged me and can, caused me to continue to push and strive in the YouTube space. Next up, because this person, he definitely encourages me as well. Oh, and yes, if you're not subscribed to Vaughn, subscribe to him, Vaughn Sanders Ministry. Maurice, if y'all haven't seen the recent video series that I did called Kingdom Conversations, I did with Maurice, released it the week before Christmas. We had a great conversation. Well, Maurice is somebody we grew up together, and we reconnected maybe about 10 years ago or so. And then from there, we just always been connected. But Maurice is always like, hey bro, like how do you do this? How'd you do that? Can you show me this? Can you teach me that? But he's also like, you should do this, you should do that. Let's collaborate. Let's do this. Let's do that. So he's always like pushing me, always encouraging me to do different things, to think outside the box of what I would do what I would normally do. So and just to see like how much he's grown, because again, I've known him since he was like yay high. Just to see how much he's grown and how much he encourages me even now. I really do appreciate all that you do. So subscribe to his channel, All Got Everything. Next. Yes, we did, Vaughn. Check out my series I did called Kingdom Conversations. We go back to like, okay, you were not a gangster. Let's but we go back to like 95, I think, if I had to guess, 95. I think is when we go back to. My next person. So this person is somebody who I recently connected with. We didn't have any type of connection prior to like a month ago. But I would always see them in the Christian YouTubers group, and they were always, just I would always see them in different threads, and I would support, and or I would see what they were striving for. So I was like, I see what they're trying to do. So let me support them as best I can. And after a while, she saw that I was, supporting her. So she was like, I appreciate that. Let me, support your content as well. And then finally was like, well, why don't we collaborate? So that person is a lady by the name of Angela Lalo, or Angela Lalo Ortiz. She is an amazing singer. She sings for the glory of God, honestly. She sings in English and Spanish. But she is definitely very talented, and she truly has a heart for God. And again, we've connected just recently over the last month, and we did 2 YouTube lives together, both on her channel. So if y'all want to check them out, go check out her channel. And that's one thing I've learned. One thing I learned about this YouTube space is you can't be selfish. In networking, you can't be selfish. So before, my mindset probably would have been like, oh no, I can't do this because of somebody else's channel. But I was like, nah, like why can't I collaborate and not necessarily benefit from it because I'm not getting the watch time? It is what it is. I want to. Going back to the mindset of the Christian creative, the whole mindset was to promote, to encourage, to highlight Christian creativity, without hearing my voice in it. So why can't I help promote somebody else's channel or help build up somebody else's channel if it's not on my page? So that's the whole mindset. We've had 2 great lives together. She's an amazing person. She has powerful testimony. So just check out anything on her channel. Her channel is called Angela Lalo Ortiz. And again, dope person. She has dope music, and that's that. Let me see. Thank you, Joe. This man, chill, Mo. No gangster at all. Cool, but no gangster. I'm actually 2.5 years older than you, so don't try to say I'm too much older than you. Yeah, me, Mo, and Joe, we all grew up together. Well, we all grew up in the same area. Mo and I, actually, our families are close, but Joe and I met in high school and have always been cool. Joe is one of those. There are people who you grew up with, and you could always say like, I can never say anything bad about them. Joe is one of those people. I could never say anything bad about Joe. Joe has always been a stand-up guy. That is very true. They were all, yeah, and they all look alike. They all look exactly alike. Vaughn, I would love to be on. Like truly. I wasn't able to tune into the whole thing, but I loved the one that you did for your 100 upload celebration. I definitely I can't remember the guy's name, but I did subscribe to his channel. But this goes back to the whole networking thing. I would have never known about this guy had I not been on the live that day. So the guy that you were live with that day, I ended up subscribing to his channel, and his channel has been a blessing as well. But I want to do more streams on my channel this year as well. And hey, whenever you want to have me on, just let me know. So Wednesdays actually don't work for me anymore. Mondays are probably my live day going forward, but we'll figure something out. So yes. Oh, I have one more. I know I have a lot of shout outs, but I feel like I couldn't really celebrate you are. I really do feel like that's something that's at your heart. And I don't know if it's because you're a pastor, but I really do feel like that's at your heart is getting people connected, but also connecting other people as well. My last shout out is, and I don't know that they'll see this because I know that they've been very busy lately. However, my last shout out is a couple by the name of Dave and Jasmine, and their YouTube channel is called Engineered by God. Engineered by God. When I tell you that their channel is by far my favorite YouTube channel, like they're my favorite YouTube channel. Again, this is somebody I came across their channel through Tiffany. She was critiquing one of their videos, and that's how I found out about them. And I've been blessed by their channel ever since. Like they really tackle hard-hitting conversations and are like not afraid to have the conversation. Not even afraid to have the conversation raw. Like the two of them haven't had the conversation together yet, but they're talking about this on camera. And I just commend them for the conversation, the dialogue that they're able to have on camera, because their conversation is like, yo, like that's real, like that's authentic. Like it makes me want to push myself to be more authentic on camera. And every time, like there are often times when some of my favorite YouTubers, some of the people I shouted out that when they go live, or when they have not when they go live, because whenever you guys go live, I always try to tune in. But whenever they release a video, I always add it to my watch later. But whenever I see them release a video, I'm watching like that. I'm watching right away, because I always love what they have. I always love hearing what they have to say. So genuine, so authentic. They're an amazing couple from what I see and from what I know. I don't know them personally. I was able to connect with them and talk with them a bit during the True Fam's what was it? The training that they had last year. I was in the same group with them. But again, they are truly a blessing. So yeah. I hope to be able to catch that. I hope to be able to catch that. Man, now I couldn't do anything without her. I could not do anything without her. Those shout outs that I gave were specifically YouTube shout outs. But my wife, bar none, like she comes before any and everything, because without her patience, without her, time, with me, without her encouragement, I really couldn't do the YouTube thing, so I appreciate her and all that she does. Like that's numero uno, as far as shout outs go. Like that's my everything. That's my everything right there. Yeah, I can't wait to see them back on YouTube. I know that they're taking time away because they just recently had their second baby, but hopefully they'll be back soon. Vaughn. My man Hassan, I appreciate you, man. I really do appreciate you. Hassan is another guy I grew up with from around the way on the highway. Our high school years, we spent a lot of time around each other just because I lived in Pinewood Lake and Hassan was always in Hassan basically is Pinewood. But I really do appreciate you, man. You have a beautiful family, by the way. I love seeing every time that you post something with you, your wife, and your son. Y'all have a very beautiful family. So I appreciate it. And you keep doing your thing as well. Um, yeah. So 2022, what is my YouTube goals for 2022? One goal that I have, and I know that this is going to be a stretch, and I'm not counting this video as one of them, but I want to do 100 videos and 100 shorts. So 100 regular videos, but then also 100 shorts as well. So total of 200 videos. I know that that might seem crazy, especially since this is 2.5 years in and I just got to my 100th video. But I think that doing it, I think would really stretch me and help me grow as a content creator, as a YouTuber, as a creator in general. I think that it would really stretch me to do 100 videos and 100 shorts this year. I know. I'm two things that I'm considering doing. I appreciate you, Joe. I appreciate you. That's what I'm thinking. Doing like 2 videos a week and 2 shorts a week, and just taking a break like 2 weeks throughout the year. Like I probably take this week as a week to rest. But I do want to attempt it. It's a lot, but I think one thing that'll help me get there is, as much as I told myself I would never do it again, I'm considering doing March Madness again. Because as much as it was draining, I think it was draining because I wasn't well prepared for it, because like it was mentioned to us 2 weeks before March, like as an encouragement, like, hey, y'all should do this, but now that I know when it would start, like I can start planning for March Madness videos now. So I'm thinking about doing March Madness. I'm also thinking about doing Vlogmas, as well as doing something for April, because April is National Poetry Month. I'm not big as far as like me doing poetry, but in celebration of poetry, because I love poetry and because my birthday's in April, I'm thinking about possibly doing something for the month of April as well. So I think that those are things that are going to help me, get to that. As well as like for the shorts, I'm thinking about doing certain things, like skits, as well as an encouraging word with my shorts, as something that, or even behind the scenes stuff, things that nobody has ever seen, as far as like how I prepare for videos, like doing those things as shorts, maybe like a short before the video or a short after the video, just so like it coincides with it. I'm not sure yet, but I'm getting ideas as I'm thinking. Bro, I appreciate that. The crazy thing is, content creating and filmmaking, like it's not something that I went to school for. It's just a passion of mine. And when I say I didn't go to school for it, I mean like I didn't formally go to college to get a degree in film. I went to Nova, Northern Virginia Community College, to take a class in it was Introduction to Videography, and we were learning Final Cut Pro. At the same time, I was at home and I was teaching myself Premiere Pro. At the end of that semester, I felt like I still did not know Final Cut Pro, but I knew Premiere. So not to say that I didn't get anything out of that class, but just saying like I learned more on my own from Premiere, from YouTube, from my video mentor. And it's just, video and content creating is just a passion of mine. And I think because it's something I'm passionate about, like that's what I guess makes me dope. I still want to get doper. I still have a lot of room to grow, but I definitely appreciate you. If you don't go live more, you don't have to. That is 100% accurate. If I do go live more, I don't have to post as many videos. As well as one thing that I want to do is I want to, and what you saw from our conversation, Maurice, is to go the DJ Vlad / Ruslan route. and to do a live, but also take that same live and then chop it up into several segments and release it. So that way, like me personally, I can't sit through a full 50-minute video, but I will. If I see one 50-minute video, it'll probably take me like 2 to 3 weeks to finish the whole thing. But if I see that broken up into segments, I might finish those segments in one day. It's like a mindset thing. So just doing it in a way that reaches the masses, however, whatever it looks like. But I will say this, going live and then breaking them up is actually less work than creating a fresh concepted idea and then taking the time to record it. But we'll see. We'll see. If you got a good plan and prepared, amen. I'm gonna hold you to that. I'm gonna hold you to that. Man, much props to you. Much props to you. That would be dope. Now, when you say 365 videos, do you mean a video a day or just 365 videos throughout the year? And are you counting some of those like as shorts, or like what is your thought process behind that? My other YouTube goal, my only other YouTube goal for this year is I want to have 1,000 subscribers and that 4,000 watch hours. For those of y'all who are in the YouTube space, like you know what that means. Once you get the 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 watch hours, that means that you're monetized. That means that you can start making money via YouTube. And I mean, obviously, making money is like I want to make money as a content creator. I don't think I'm wrong for saying that, but also at the same time, the more people that are subscribed to me, the more people that I can reach, the more people that I can, bless through my entertainment, the more people I can bless through, my stories of my life, the more people I can encourage, the more people I can minister to. So I want to have that opportunity to be a blessing, to the masses, while also just being encouraged myself, because as much as I'm, shouting out, y'all and, and promoting other people, I get encouraged, when you guys, drop me a comment too. So it's when we do things like go live or create content, it's never for just us. It's it's never just for other people. We get blessed by it as well. So, I definitely appreciate it. Yeah, he definitely is. But I definitely appreciate you all who tune in, who watch, if not every video, then most videos. It's definitely appreciative. It definitely goes a long way in me reaching my goal. If I'm being honest, I would love to hit the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours by March 1st, because I know that March 1st is when I became consistent last year. So then I don't want my hours to reset, if I'm being honest, but I know as long as I'm doing things God's way, that I can reach my goal. I can definitely reach my goal. Man, I appreciate you, Joe. I definitely appreciate you, man. Enjoy the dinner. Love you too, man. Tell the missus we say hello. Amen. Amen. 7 batch videos. Man, I think that if you keep doing what you're doing, like truly, Maurice, if you keep doing what you're doing, like your channel is gonna blow up massively. So continue to keep doing what you're doing. Really? See, I always assumed that Twitch was just a gaming site. But if you're telling, we'll have to talk about that offline, Joe. So you have to get me hip to Twitch, because I'm not really familiar with it. I'm not familiar with it at all. Marcus, I appreciate you, brother. I really do appreciate you. Thank you, sir. Does anybody have any questions? Does anybody have any questions before we hop off. I definitely appreciate everybody who's tapped in tonight. It's definitely been a blessing to have everybody here. I thank you guys who have stuck with me the whole time and who have listened to me ramble for 55 plus minutes. But if anybody has any questions, please drop them in the comments. So yeah, I see I'm not the only one who wants to know about Twitch. So yes, we definitely need to know more about this Twitch thing, because again, I also thought it was just for gamers. I saw on Next Level Chef that one of the chefs cooks on Twitch. Interesting. Again, I had no idea. I had no idea that people were really on Twitch like that. But I guess really thinking about it, everybody, like, just because it starts as one thing doesn't mean that it has to always be like that. You know, people, I mean, Facebook started as something that was just for college kids, and look, everybody from the age of 5 to 95 is on Facebook. So I'm gonna have to check Twitch out and see what that's about. I've also heard not just Twitch, but I've also heard, I think Maurice, you told me about this, but other people have been telling me about it too. But Pinterest is another avenue for people to grow on YouTube. Some people use Reddit as a form of as a way to, you know, get connected on YouTube. So yeah, that's I'm interested just to learn more about it. However, I can grow my YouTube channel, or just, you know, connect with other people like that. That's, you know, my biggest thing. And hey, Melissa, how are you doing? When are me, you and man, I don't know. I don't like rapping for real, for real. I have to feel it when I have to feel it in order to rap. I'm not, you know, I'd rather rap somebody else's lyrics because I'm enjoying it, because I'm feeling it, than to create a verse for myself. If I feel like, but I will say this: there are a lot of times I have created raps and I've just kept them for me, just because I was feeling that moment. But I really felt like it wouldn't necessarily be for other people, or people wouldn't get anything out of it. But that's just me. I could be, I don't know. That's just how I feel. Vaughn, Pinterest and how it started and how I know it started is all the reason why I say, for me, it doesn't make sense as to how, like, the whole YouTube formula fits with it. It really, years ago, I know that a lot of ladies were on Pinterest because it was like almost like a vision board type thing. You could take something like, oh, okay, I like this thing. How can I explain it? Example, like, if you're a basketball fan, you're like, oh, I like this picture of Jordan dunking. Let me pin this to my wall, or pin this to my board. And you can, like, take different images and post them or pin them to your board. So they have different, you know, things like cooking, they have basketball or sports, they have movies, they have a lot of different, you know, avenues of things that you can do and pin to your board. I've found several recipes, and my wife uses it all the time when she cooks, as a place where you can find recipes and pin them to your board. And yeah, so for how people use YouTube in that sense, I don't really know, but I'm willing to learn. It does make sense, but I just put oh man. Any other questions? Does anybody have any other questions? If not, I'm gonna wrap this up, because it's going on an hour, which I definitely didn't realize that. But again, the reason why we're all here to begin with is because this is my 100th upload. So if nobody else has any other questions, then I thank you guys for tuning in tonight. It's been great. I appreciate you guys who stuck with me through the video in its entirety. I'm looking forward to, you know, what we can do, what I can do, what we can do together as a YouTuber in 2022. I think that there's a lot of uncovered ground that we can tap into. I think there's a lot of untapped, things that we can tap into, and I think that there's a lot of things that are overlooked that we can tap into as well. So I'm just excited for 2022 in this YouTube space in general, really. But I'm definitely excited and just looking forward to what's to come. Vaughn, I appreciate you again. Thank you. Maurice, I appreciate you. Thank you. Anybody else who's still tapped in, I appreciate y'all. So thank you. Good night.